Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Well, guys, today is the first day back to school for the kids.
Yes.
They've been off for all week last week for the Thanksgiving holiday.
Yep. That was a great holiday.
It was really, really good. I had a very good time with all the family and the family, and it was very, very good food. Man, the turkey was delicious. Roxanne knocked it out of the park.
Yes, that was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
All the food and all the fixings and all the
pies
and everything. Yeah.
It was really good. I made a ham and a couple different pies and then side dishes and stuff like that. And it always happens on Thanksgiving where we make so many appetizers. And then by the time that we get to actually having the Thanksgiving meal, we're like, oh, we're so full.
Man.
Oh, man, we definitely gordoed ourselves for sure for Thanksgiving. It was a lot of really, really good food.
It was really, really good.
Yeah, and we had it over at Anthony and Roxanne's house this year.
Mm-hmm.
Last year we did it at my sister's house because we were all still like trailer life in it.
Yeah.
And there was no space. So this was our first actual Thanksgiving here on this property to have the space and everything. We did it over at Anthony and Rox's, and they set up a beautiful tablescape, and
yeah.
everybody got to hang out over there. It was really nice. Super duper nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then the day after Thanksgiving, the same night as day after Thanksgiving was when we cleaned up and everything, and then we started setting up Christmas.
Yep.
I was getting my days all swirled around. I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, no, day after Thanksgiving, we started setting up Christmas. You see our little Nomi homie over there?
Mm-hmm.
I got him plugged in. I like it, but I was actually kind of disappointed. The cord that they came with, those are supposed to be like for the windows. You're supposed to be able to like
hang them in the
window and stuff, but the cord is like 2 foot long.
Yeah.
So I'd need like an extension cord to be able to put them actually in the windows.
It's pretty funny how they make those, but that's normally what they do.
I was disappointed. I expected it to have at least like a 4 foot or 5 foot cord, like
something.
Yeah, something. Because the way that we built our basement, we don't have electrical outlets directly underneath the windows because we were like, no, we don't want electricity right there just in case,
Yeah, I didn't want to put it right underneath the window.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where you're going to get the water aspect. So I was all, let's get it off the side away from the window. I mean, you can put it underneath the window.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
But I just chose not to.
Yeah.
I mean, I can technically. If I wanted to, I could tie into it. I know where the wire is.
Hopscotch it over real quick.
But, no, I ain't doing that.
No. We're fine. We're fine. So I ended up having to find another creative place to put that guy. I'm glad I didn't buy a whole bunch of them. I was thinking about, like, when I was at Walmart, I was considering getting a few more. I was like, oh, I could put, these all in the windows. I'm glad I didn't.
No. It fits perfect right there, though.
No, and he looks cute.
Fits perfect right there. You can reach that plug just nice and perfectly.
Yeah. We got the tree all set up. It's nice. I got some of our stuff out from the storage tent. All of our Christmas stuff. Some of our Christmas stuff I had to throw away, sadly. It didn't make it through in the storage tent with the weather and the humidity out here.
Yeah, that and, it's just been storage life of storing stuff that you want to use or want to have later on in life, and then you end up having to throw it away anyways, to where it's like, why did we bring all this stuff to put in there if we're just gonna have to throw it away? So,
well, we didn't know, right? We were still thinking with our desert brains.
Yeah,
we're learning.
A lot of things are keeping nice in there, but there's some things where it's just like, man, like that picture frame that we had.
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
when we were trying to pull everything out to put back in or put in here, when we were like, oh, let's move in, and we were looking at that picture frame, I was all, babe, I'll build you another one. That thing's seen better days.
Yeah, we had this really large, probably like at least 6 to 8 foot long rectangle picture frame, and I used to make.
I think it was like a 3.5 by 8 foot or something.
It was big. It was a big picture frame. And I had it in like a bunch of different squares with like a different colored backdrop or whatever. And then I made like a collage out of it. So I would take like our family photos and stuff, and I had it all on there, and it was like a big family collage, and I really loved that picture frame. It would look great right there, but
It would look great. I'm looking at
I
that
know,
spot and
I'm
I'm
like,
all, all right, Christmas is a-coming, baby.
oh, that would be so nice. I need a printer though.
I know you do.
I need a printer. Like I need one so we could put that on my Christmas list.
I know.
A nice photo printer again.
I wish your printer didn't take a crap just before we moved.
It did though. Like it wouldn't pull the paper anymore. It was just dead. I still could have used it as a scanner or whatever, but
That's
it's pointless
at that point.
Yeah.
I mean,
it won't pull the paper and print, so what's the point in having a printer if it won't?
especially a Canon printer.
I know, it was a nice one.
It was a Canon printer, all that fun jazz, and yeah.
It was a really nice one. Well, Christmas is a-coming.
It lasted a very long time though. I'm not gonna lie, that thing lasted. And you were
I know.
she's a printing fool with that stuff. That's why I told her, I was like, babe, instead of going to Kodak every time you want to print a picture, just buy yourself a photo printer thingy because you print nonstop. Like,
Well, I like hanging
save
up,
your money.
I like hanging up family photos and stuff on the wall, right? Like I like being able to look around my home and see the faces of people that we love, you know?
No,
Or
I
see
know.
places that we've been and stuff. I like to change it up frequently too.
Yes.
Like every 6 months or so I'd put fresh pictures up. You know? Except I'd always have certain ones that I'd hang up and leave up for a long time. But at least, at the bare minimum, once a year, I would update the kids' photos on stuff on the wall.
You know what, one photo that I really want you to try to retake of me?
What's that?
You remember when we had to build the shed and make it into the chicken coop
Yeah.
in Arizona?
Yeah.
Like, we had to. Because, we all automatically had 40 chickens dumped on us. Had nowhere to put them. I was all, well, now my shed just became a chicken coop. And I got to build it because I built it all out of reclaimed stuff. And then I had to tear it down when we moved to Arizona. And then I had to build that thing back up. And yeah, I was in the middle of doing that. And you got this perfect picture of me with the sunset behind me and everything else. And I'm silhouetted out.
I know the picture. That's a beautiful picture.
And I loved that picture of me. I was like,
so I could, but I will say this.
it's a little tougher out here, I know.
No, it's not even that
With
it's a
the
little...
sunlighting.
No, it's not even that. It's that right here going this way, like with our mountain and stuff. Our mountain, the big, huge mountain, that faces south.
Yep.
So for the sun, I'd either have to do it first thing in the morning when the sun's coming up this way and take it directionally that way if you want the sun behind you still, or I'd have to do it in the afternoon and take it directionally that way towards camp.
Well, that's how it was before, too.
Huh?
Was on the sunset.
Was on sunset, yeah.
It was on sunset. And I would like to do it on a cloudy day on sunset because then
You
your
can get the
your
clouds.
camera can pick up all the different colorial aspects in the clouds.
Yeah, I'd just have to do it. What I'm saying is we wouldn't get the mountain behind us.
No, I know.
It'd have to be the trees and stuff going towards if you want the
I
sunset.
understand. I
Yeah.
understand.
So
That one picture in Arizona, that was like the view pinnacle point of our landscape of seeing wise, like scenic wise. And you just seen that, and then the vastness of the canyons and the mountains behind me and everything. That was amazing.
because directionally our Arizona house, like the front door opened up to the east and the backyard was facing west. So you had the perfect sunrises and sunsets, but man, that killed for the heating and cooling costs out there. That was terrible. I'm so much happier with our house facing north and south.
Yes.
For the doors and windows and stuff. Like I think it's going to be better for energy too, isn't it? Aren't you supposed to put your houses facing south, like for solar? Isn't it better?
Yes. I mean, so the biggest...
Or is that just the earth bag houses? The earth ships. Not earth bag, earth ships.
That's earth ships, yeah.
Earth ships.
But at the same time, you do want it to be facing south, in
Yeah.
a sense, for all your windows and everything. And the reason being is because in the summer, the sun is right above the house, and in the winter the sun is more closer to the south, and that's at least on this side of the equator. It's different per equator.
Yeah,
So-
per your location of the
Yes.
world and stuff. Yeah.
correct. So I mean, but that is in theory, the best way, because then you can let the sun heat up your house and you're not having to use the heaters and
in the
everything
winter,
else
and then in the
winter.
summer, the sun
The
isn't
sun
like
isn't
blasting
blasting
you.
through you
I
and
see.
everything.
Yeah. I knew it had to do something like that, and I
Which,
remember like a long time ago, before we even came on this, when we were still just
you
like
know,
researching what we
I was
wanted
like,
to
we
do.
ain't doing this again.
Yeah.
We're not doing it. Because, the windows were facing east.
And
And
west.
west. So that meant that you got the heat right in the beginning of the day, and then the heat right at the end of the day.
So it was hot.
And it was hot in the summertime.
But amazingly, in the desert, a swamp cooler kept our entire house cool.
Yes.
Yeah, there's no humidity over there, so when
Yes.
you start using swamp coolers, you add the humidity and
Until
a giant fan into
until it rains at all outside, and then you're
yeah.
sitting there just like how it is out here in the south, sweating your butt off inside, like.
I didn't know I lived in the swamp.
Too much humidity.
Yeah. But those were the days.
Yeah. It was amazing though. I loved it. But now we know with that aspect, and there's a lot of different things on my brain with all that kind of stuff because of the roofing aspect. And then it does come into in the solar aspects, depending on which direction your peaks are running. Like technically you want your peaks to be going east and west, so that way your flat face of it is more into the south.
Yeah.
Or more into the north.
That's what I was wondering.
Yes, and that's for solar, because you get more surface space, versus if you have a peak this way going north and south, you only get the sun when the sun's on this side, and then when the sun comes this way, these panels are pretty much useless.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to have panels over here to piggyback, basically.
Well, we're definitely gonna have to do a little bit more research on that and solidify our plans in which direction we want our roofing and stuff to go, because solar will be in our future at some point. We are on the grid, obviously, but
Yes.
that's not our.
That's not the end goal.
Yeah.
End goal, I would like to be able to utilize the grid in the sense of backup power.
And recharge during times of when we can't, when the sun, we have big clouds and big storms for 2 weeks, and we're not able to charge up the battery banks. So.
And it would be mainly in the winter is when you run into that issue where it's
and
like
spring.
And the spring, because of the clouds and the rain and everything.
Yeah. But summer, I'm sure we'd be fine.
I'm
Fall,
pretty
we'd probably
sure
be fine.
Good. Fall would, it depends.
Yeah.
It seems like fall and spring, it definitely rains a little bit more than normal.
And the winter just gets cold and dry.
Yep.
Well, Gary and I have had a very lovely break with the family and the kids. We've spent a lot of really good quality time with them. They were excited because, they were off for a whole week. They was just running amok everywhere, riding their bikes and jumping on the trampoline and playing. And then we were letting them play some video games here and there and, on the extra cold times and stuff. And we just had a really, really good break with them. We got really fat. And now we got to work off all that extra food that we ate. So we're going to have a super busy week this week. It is the end of November.
Yes.
This week we're going to start December.
Yep.
Pretty crazy. This year flew by.
And I would like to finish off November with everything that I need to do inside the basement.
Yeah.
To be done.
Yeah.
Before the end of November.
Yeah.
Which
it'll be, because I think the end of November is Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're gonna be tomorrow by noon. I don't know if we'll be done with everything.
I don't know, but like I said, I mean, like I would like it to be in the point of where it's just like we're waiting on things to dry. Like if it's sanding and mudding and whatnot, and it's December 1st, and we're still having to do another coat, like I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. It's like we're literally just waiting for that to finish up. Like there's other stuff we can do in the time frame of that.
I'd like to, by Friday, I would like to be done with all the stuff here inside the basement. So
I hope that we're done before Wednesday, but ideally, I mean, that's where my head is with it. But
Goose Rabba.
I know. I'm a motivated man. I need to get it going. I need to get it done. I've been sitting on my butt for this last week getting fat.
I know.
I need to go burn it off.
Yeah, we've been really thoroughly enjoying this week. But we did the last video I posted for you guys on Simple Life Reclaimed was when we ran into the condensation and ice insulation situation, right? And we have chatted with you guys here on Real Talk. We've showed you guys, that we're bringing it all down and where we've gotten with that, and everything's still working out good. We do have a new video that we're going to be posting on Simple Life Reclaimed where we're kind of doing a follow-up, and I have like half of it edited, but it's not a complete video, so I think we'll do some recording today, and if I'm lucky, I'll be able to post something out for you guys tomorrow. No promises, but that's what I'm aiming for. So you guys should be able to see something on Simple Life Reclaimed from us tomorrow, and we're going to get back to our regular scheduled programming of posting on there as well, because we definitely have a lot that we're trying to finish this week. We would like for the basement to be done. And then that way next week we can start working on the next part of the build. And more structure going up. Y'all excited for that? Because I know that we are. Gary's got like the wheel. You could see the cogwheel turning in his head. He's just like, ah.
That's partly where I'm saying I'm motivated, and I want to get this thing going. I mean, I got to get a hold of, make all my orders and everything else like that, and get that going on the phone. And that's partly where it's like, if we can get that rolling, ordered, and it's on its way.
We know we have a delivery date.
We got a delivery date. That will give me
getting here?
That'll give me, hey, you got to get all this other stuff done before then. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man. We're going to be making phone calls and placing orders and stuff today, right as soon as we get done with Real Talk and I go and start uploading it and everything. Gary's going to grab the phone, make all the orders. We'll have dates on when things are going to be delivered. But hopefully it won't take up much longer than a week to get delivered.
I don't think it's going to take that long or anything else like that. Normally, if I order things on Monday, it tends to be here on Thursday.
Yeah, or Friday.
So that's where I'm looking at it. If I can order it now, then we should be in that good time frame of when I want to be done with everything in it.
And we can just hop on to the next one.
Lining in correctly with where I need everything to be.
Yeah.
So.
No, you're stoked.
I'm super stoked. I want to get on to this next part of this project.
Me too.
No tomorrow. I want to be able to be like, all right, I'm done with this basement for now. I'll wait until I get everything else done above in that area, and once that's done, then we'll be able to move from here up to there, and then we'll be able to come back down here and revisit.
Well, the only things that we're going to have to revisit in the basement at a later date will be actual ceiling, like a real ceiling, and then wall trim, and then deciding what and if we want to do something with the concrete floors.
Correct.
And besides that, like, the basement's going to be done. So the things that we're going to try to accomplish this week and try to finish wrapping on up here, Gary has like a little bit of, we didn't really attack all the paper for the ceiling, for the insulation.
We got the paper to do.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to do all the door trim and window trim. Yep. As well as the window seals and everything. Mm-hmm. And then we've got a little bit of drywall that we got to do in the bathroom. Yep. And then, so we got a mud and paint and all that fun stuff.
Mud and sand and tape and paint. Yay.
There is a little bit of thin set that I've got to take out in the bathroom area. Yep. To where I can get the cabinets secured and done and everything. And then we've got to cut out those panels so I can fully finish up those cabinets and everything. So we got to get those cabinets done.
And painting the cabinets.
Yep, and painting the cabinets and whatever you need to do with that or want.
So it's a very ambitious list for us this week.
But in all, that's really it.
Yeah, that's it though. That's all we got to do. Paper, it's very minimal.
The seal, the door trims, that little bit of drywall in there, as well as attaching and getting that cabinet together and done in the bathroom.
Yeah. I mean, we're using the cabinet, it works, but we want to actually like drill it to the wall.
Yeah, I want to drill it to the wall and secure it and do it how it's supposed to be done. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Because right now, if I walked in there and I gave it a bear hug, I could pick it up and walk out with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck getting it up though, because that was a nightmare putting it in there.
You got bopped in the head. Poor babies. Yeah, that's
trying to get it underneath the door and everything else while it's 7.5 feet tall.
I think it was probably because we were using a dolly and it made it even taller. Well, and then you had to like back it up I had to
tilt it so far, and then because it was on a dolly and I tried to make an abrupt stop, the wheels said, no, I'm not abrupt stopping. And just kept moving forward just that extra little bit, and my forehead stopped it. Yeah. Or the bridge of my nose, whatever you want to call it. That hurt.
I know. I bet you probably saw stars.
I did. I was all, Oh, hold up.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. Well, don't do that again.
No,
Don't
I'm
do
just
that
glad
again.
I didn't drop it.
I am too, because I mean those things are made well, but they're not made like well. They're made well enough. But
yeah, so
yeah.
we got some stuff to do, and then we got all that stuff to tackle, and it's
Yep.
on to the next projects, which
Yeah.
are big,
Huge.
massive, and what you all have been waiting for.
Yes.
So.
I can't wait to share it with you guys. So this week is going to just be, like we said, we're going to try to bring you guys along to the best of our ability, but we're also going to be putting major foot to booty, and we're going to be getting it done because we really, really want to check all of these things off the list and be done with the basement chapter. We've been taking our sweet time, and mostly it was because I was sick when we first moved in here, and I was, we had to really, like, life was like, nope, slow down. And so then we did, and we have been, obviously, you guys have been seeing us do stuff in here. And I feel like we got put a week off a schedule because of the insulation situation. I mean, it would have only taken us, the amount of time that it took us, but then we had to go back and do it again. So, I mean, and that happens sometimes too, so you got to give ourselves
You win
grace.
some, you lose some.
Yeah.
It's all right. And
It's only
that's
a
where,
week. Yeah.
It's only a week. But that's where variables come into play.
Yeah.
And that's where it's hard to foresee a lot of them. I try my darnest to keep an eye out on everything and try to plan everything correctly and everything, but there's some T's, that get forgotten to get crossed, and I's that forget to get dotted, and yeah.
You do a really good job, babe.
I do the best I can.
Well, you do a very good
I'm
job.
not a professional, and I'm trying my darnest to get it to that standard.
Well, I think it's nice. I'm happy in here. The kids are happy in here.
Yes.
So
it's very comfortable in here.
Very, very comfortable. It's so much nicer. Like, I'm looking forward to this Christmas season, and we've been enjoying the holidays so far, with Thanksgiving and Halloween, etc. And I'm really looking forward to this Christmas. We're actually going to be able to spend it indoors. Last year, we spent Christmas outdoors, which was an adventure, to say the least.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for this next season, and I'm excited for all of the change and all the things that we're going to accomplish this month. It's going to be a really big month for us because if all goes well and we're able to finish off this basement, which we rattled off the list of things to do, it's getting smaller and smaller. Next week, if we get the delivery and all these ifs, right? If. But if everything lines up and it works out how it's supposed to, we'll be able to start this next phase, which is another big structural building phase. And yeah, we're gonna end the year with a good bang.
Good bang.
Yeah, a good bang. So I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. But you've got phone calls to make.
Yes.
I've got stuff I gotta prep out. I'm gonna get this uploaded for you guys, and we are gonna start this day. Wish us luck. We will be popping in every day this week with another Real Talk and giving you guys status updates of what you guys are going to be seeing on the videos coming up soon. I will do my darndest to get a video out for you guys tomorrow on Simple Life Reclaimed. Hopefully I'll be able to get that done, and we can just finish this basement chapter.
Yes.
And get it done, and then we can feel comfortable and confident about moving on to the next step.
Correct.
So I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today and watching our Real Talk episode. If you guys are watching and you guys haven't subscribed yet, do us a favor and hit the button. It's down over there. Subscribe. It's free. Costs nothing. Doing one of these, thumbing us up, also helps the algorithm and stuff, and we appreciate you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Till the next one, hope you have a good one.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.